So how's this for autistic? I remember thinking at more than one different job that I got, like I was feeling like it was going well in these different social interactions, like with coworkers. I was like, I feel like we're friends. To me, it seems like we're friends. But then I thought, like, well, what happens when I leave the job, though? Are we still going to be friends? And I came up with this idea that, um, okay, you have to go and do something at another place. Like, you have to connect in another way than at your work. And that's how you become friends with your coworker. That's what I thought. So I was like, okay, you have to invite them over, or get invited over to their place, or go somewhere and do something together. Like go to a movie or something, right? So I thought about all this. I obviously cared. I do want to make friends. And I never have really made a friend that way. Well, one guy, couple guys, I do have their phone numbers. So I could chat to them and maybe they would talk to me. Does that mean that they are my friend? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if they would count themselves as. One guy, I know his girlfriend too. How about that? Does that make me his friend? I'm not friends with the girlfriend. I don't know the girlfriend very well. Only him, because he's the one I worked with. Yeah, so long. I've been like, how does one make friends? How do you make friends? Yeah. I feel like people are liking me mostly fine. Because I'm really sensitive to it when it is not going well. But also I think like it's possible maybe things go over my head sometimes too. Like if I've insulted someone, maybe I wouldn't notice. I'm not sure. Some of these questions about autism, I'm like, how does anyone know? Like, do your gestures match up with your nonverbal and verbal communication? Does it match up? Like, that's pretty in-depth. Like, you have to really think about that. How do you know if you're doing that? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't gesture very much. I mean, I definitely, like, point to things. I shrug. I roll my eyes. Yeah, some of the questions are, like, pretty... You would really have to have thought about it. Or I guess, like, would people have said something to you about it? Well, maybe if it was pronounced enough? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, difficulty making friends, difficulty maintaining friends. I think that the last time I talked to a person, that's the same way that they still feel about me, and I still feel that way about them. Like, in my mind, it's like we just press pause on our relationship till we see each other again. And I know other people don't feel that way. Like, I'll just march right in with something to say all of a sudden to somebody who I haven't spoken to in like 5 years. And they're like, well, hello to you too, or something, you know, like, it seems like it's more of a thing to them. Like, you have to always make some kind of comment about, long time no talk or something like that, you know. I often say that. I love to catch up with people. Like old friends, childhood friends. See, those are the type of people, exactly the type, where it's like, I assume that we're still pretty close. Especially people who knew you in childhood. It's like they knew you in a unique way because they knew you at that formative time. I have a childhood friend that I still keep up with and talk to every once in a while. It's really cool. It's a really good relationship. It kind of helps keep you grounded in a way, I think. And just people I knew like 10 years ago and stuff, I'll just be like, hey, how's it going? Or like people from high school. I am interested in talking to people from high school. Is that crazy? A lot of people probably would say it is. But I just really like people. I like a lot of them. Most people, more than most. Not everyone, but a lot. I just tend to really like people. But it seems that they don't really feel the same way. There's some type of social disconnect. Like, I've been described as aloof, so I seem distant. Maybe arrogant, which I don't really think highly of myself. I mean, I see myself as competent, I guess. I'm not trying to have, like, I'm not looking down on people. I'm really unsure what the message is I'm giving off, and but I do think it's not the same as how I really feel. Like, especially that sense of, like, how much I really like people. Like, I have really warm feelings toward people a lot. And then there's this idea that it seems like they don't think I even like them. Like, maybe they even think I dislike them. So it's like something is not coming across.